What's up, beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy, the Jellyfish Queen, and today we're going to be talking about Amonkhet. That's how we're pronouncing this set. And I'm going to be doing black in this video, and there's a lot of juicy stuff in here. I think I talk about these cards in with a very limited mindset. Fam, what's on my lens? Difficulties aside, as I was saying, I talk about this set with a very, with a limited mindset, where if you're drafting this set or you're going to the pre-release event for this set, I think there's some pretty solid stuff in here. Not my favorite set in the world, but I do think that there's some solid stuff in here. So, also I will list in the description box below the playlist that I have. So I have other videos that I did for the set, and you can check that out if you want to see my face more. Okay, great. Awesome. So let's talk about Bontu. Yeah, the Glorified. Okay, so gods are back. People were really excited. I'm pretty excited. I think they're a really solid addition to the set, and I do like that. I feel like some of them are easier to get off. Like, Devotion was, like, decently easy to get off, depending on, like, the certain deck, but I think that this is pretty easy to get the ability off, so you can make it a creature. So anyways, it's a 3-mana 4/6, Menace Indestructible, it's casual. It can't attack or block unless a creature died this turn under your control. There's so much synergy with black. Like, I think, in my opinion, that I've noticed in this set, especially with blue, I feel like within the colors, there's just so much good synergy. And I mean, that just makes sense. Like, obviously, duh, that's what you want to have happen. But I just think the synergy in this set as a whole is just incredible. Like, I think they do a fantastic job with it in this set, I have to say. I think it's really good. And so I think this whole, black has this whole things of like -1/-1 counters and, you know, putting those on your creatures you control. So I think it's really easy to get that off. But what I like about this is that it has the ability in here where if you don't have any of that, you can sack another creature to scry 1. Each opponent loses 1 life and gains 1 life. So not only do you, you know, make him active, you know, so he's a creature, which is awesome. You get that. And then he's casually, you know, Menace Indestructible. That's awesome. You're sacking a creature to scry 1, and each opponent loses 1 life and gain. Each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. It's 3 mana. This card is incredible. Oh my gosh, I can't say enough good things. One of the best cards in the set. It's amazing. So good. Hey, X out. Oh, whoa, oh, okay. Hello. Hello, you'd like to load? Thanks. Thanks for playing on The Price is Right. Alright, Liliana! Oh. Be still, my heart, Liliana. Love Liliana. She's like one of my faves. I love her. She's fantastic. And basically how I emotionally feel is just, I love Liliana, and I love Liliana, like, sitting in chairs looking like a savage. Like, her Innistrad, like, her classic Innistrad pose, I'm like, goals. Why aren't I that badass? Anyways, Liliana, Death's Majesty. Is there someone home? Are you home? Okay, so she's 5 mana, she starts off at 5 loyalty. You +1, you get a 2/2. You put 2 cards from your library into your graveyard. Lit. I like it. -3. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. What I really love about this ability, and we're going to talk about it with a couple of other cards that I mentioned, there's a lot of stuff with, like, zombie tribal. I love zombie tribal. I think it's awesome, and I think they do, there's a lot of really good stuff with zombie tribal. So basically those cards that, you know, you had go into your graveyard, you could just potentially, you know, have one of those creatures come back. And then -7, casually board wipe, destroy all non-zombie token creature things. You know this is going in Super Friends. Yeah, it is. Card is amazing. So good. Pretty much Planeswalkers are like an auto. Like, yeah, you take a Planeswalker. It's great. She's awesome. Okay, then we have Stir the Sands. So I love, love, love Token Gen. So much. It's great. I do not really like the cycling thing. I don't really think you should cycle this card. I don't think it's very good. 4 mana to cycle, to discard, draw a card, to get 1 2/2 zombie is not very good, but casting it for the full mana cost is really good. Paying 6 mana to get 3 2/2s, you know, basically, like, you're getting, you know, you're paying for each value, like, each power, like, 6 mana for 6 power. Good. That's awesome. This card's really great. I like it. Okay, then I have Plague Belcher. Oh man, fam. This card. And it's so funny, is I love how they're like, oh yeah, like, ADTBs, you know, you get 2 -1/-1 counters on target creature control. Man, that sucks. Something dies. Yeah, it's black. You want things to die. That's the point. Graveyard recursion. Hello, hello. It's like, yeah, we're gonna put this in as like an ability that you don't want to have happen. No, I do want it to have happen. I want things in my graveyard. So it's 3 mana, 5/4 menace with that ability. What? This is just stupid. And then whenever another zombie you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Like, you didn't even have to attack on that extra ability. This card should totally be a mythic. It's broken. It's stupid. This card is just incredible. It's just totally dumb. Why is this card so stupid? This should totally be a legendary as well. It would be a lit EDH commander. Let's just say that. Oh, the card is so good. I don't know why it's not a mythic. Honestly, I don't know why it's not a mythic. I don't get it. Okay, then we have Liliana's Mastery. So, I really like this card. And I don't talk about enchantments that are removal, unless it's really good. And this card is really good. Okay, fam. So it's 5 mana. Zombie creatures you control get +1/+1. Pretty good. But it ETBs, and you get 2 dudes. So, like, yeah, this is awesome. And, like, synergizes really well with that Stir the Sands card, so if you can get, like, both of those, that's some great synergy going on there, because those 2/2s become 3/3s. That's awesome. Yeah, I like it. I love that it ETBs and you get dudes. Oh, this is just so good. And it's just Liliana, and it's just purple and great. The artwork on this card, I love it. It's awesome. Liliana, she's great. Okay. Archfiend of Ifnir? Is that how we're saying it? I don't know. Okay, so 5 mana for a 5/4 flyer. Bro, you had me. Yep, you took me there. I got it. I love it. When you cycle or discard another card, you put a -1/-1 on counter on each creature your opponents control. Why is it not a mythic? Why? This card needs to be a mythic. It is so good. Such a good card. Black, guys, is just amazing in this. It's so good. So good. I like how I started the video and I was like, card sounds like mildly okay, like gonna be okay. But now that I look at these cards like in depth, like filming them for this, yeah, really good. Really good. Card's amazing. Okay. Baleful Ammit. And what is also up with black, like having low mana cost for just like amazing bodies? I don't get it. You're paying, like, this card is 3 mana for a 4/3 with lifelink, which you could have just stopped there, and I would have been like, yeah, okay, sounds good to me. But then it's got, when it ETBs, you put a -1/-1 counter on target creature you control. Again, you don't care if it dies, because you run Graveyard Recursion, you don't care, it's in your graveyard, you bring something back, if it's got cycle, like, what, you just have things, you just bring it back. So good. So good. I love this card. I really love this card. It's amazing. Alright, Bone Picker. Okay, easily hands down one of my favorite cards in the set. Hands down one of my favorite cards in the set. 4 mana for a 3/2, LOL, it's not going to be 4 mana, because you're going to have something die, and it's going to be a 1 mana flying death touch that's a 3/2. Who authorized this? Who said this was okay? Why is this an uncommon? This card should, like, at least be a rare. This is dumb. This is broken. Black is broken. Black is OP. As of right now, I think black is the most overpowered color. This set is... What is this? What is this? What's happening? Dude, I think that card's gonna see Modern play. I'm gonna be completely honest, I think that card's gonna see other formats play. I think it's stupid. Alright, fam. Then we have Lord of the Accursed. So, yeah, zombie tribal, real good. Something I would definitely look out for to, you know, when you're drafting, when you're thinking, okay, like, what decks do I kind of want to go into? Zombies, bro. Like, yeah, zombies are great. Okay, it's 3 mana for a 2/3. Other zombies get +1/+1. And then you can do 2 and tap it. All zombies gain Menace until end of turn. Menace is an incredibly amazing mechanic. I really love it. I think it's become, in a limited sense, I just think it is so amazing. It's very overpowered. Someone's saying that it should be a rare. I can see that. There's a lot of cards that I think are, I don't know why the rarity, as I just said, I don't know why some of the rarities are the way they are, but I think if you're doing that sort of zombie tribal, you need this card. And, like, getting 2 of these cards would just be, like, busted, which is, again, why I think this should be a rare, because it's really good. Really good. Okay, then we have Gravedigger. Gravedigger is a reprint, and I'm really glad that they reprinted. I think it's really good and very important in the set. So, like, we were talking earlier about all the stuff where you're getting your creatures -1/-1, and then you, like, you know, bring stuff back, and this is one of the cards that brings stuff back. And it's also a zombie, which is sweet, so you have all those things where it can be +1/+1. You know, you can get it buffed or whatever, or give it menace with the card we just talked about and whatever. Yeah, 4 mana 2/2 ETBs, you just get something back. It's sweet. It's really good. It's only a creature card, but it's really good. Graveyard Recursion card's definitely something you want to look out for. Glad this card was reprinted. Final reward, it's a lot of mana. It's 5 mana. But as we were talking about, black has a lot of stuff that should cost more mana, and it doesn't. So if I have to pay a little bit more for a counterspell to have earlier on creatures that are really sweet, I will take it. Final reward is a really solid card. It's 5 mana, it's a lot, but it's also exile target creature, and it's an instant speed, so look at it that way. It's removal, you need to play it, it's just the reality. And I think it's very important for this card to say exile because the gods are going to be floating around, and you want to be, if you know your opponent's got a god, you gotta kind of have this card handy. It's a lot, but you need it. I feel like some people are like, oh, that card's a lot of mana for removal, I can't play with it. No, you need removal, and this card is, you know, does it. And it also says exile, which is really good. Wasteland Scorpion. This card's a reprint, right? I feel like this card is totally oh no, it's not a reprint. LOL. I'm thinking of, there's like other Scorpions that look very similar to this, but guys, it's a 3 mana 2/2 with Death Touch, which is awesome. It's got cycling if you need that extra card. You need it in your graveyard for whatever reason, but guys, honestly, like, Death Touch is awesome. It's really a nice thing to have on your side. This card's really good. Okay. Then we have Wander in Death. I hesitated talking about this card. I'm not 100% on this card, but I do think I like it. You return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. It's got cycling if you, again, if you need that. But, you know, having stuff die and then bringing them back is, like, really good. And it's only 3 mana, which is pretty good. So, I like it. Okay, Cursed Minotaur. We just talked about Menace. I love it. 3 mana 3/2 Menace. It's good. Really good body. This is like, you know, some of the other zombies are kind of meh, but this is a zombie that I would definitely keep your eyes peeled for. Again, Menace is a great mechanic. I really like it. Okay, Doomed Dissenter. This card is really good, and I really like it because it's, you know, it's a 1/1. You don't really care that much about it. You won't have to put a -1/-1 counter on this. You're not crying because it dies, and you get a 2/2. A lot of value in this card, even though it's a common. I think this card is really, really solid. I like it. And the last card I want to talk about is Cruel Reality. And Cruel Reality reminds me of, I don't remember what the name of it is. There was a card that's very similar to this. I mean, cards are similar like all the time, but it was a card that was like, you know, they have to discard a card or sack a creature, or they take 5 damage. It's like something like that. I don't remember, but it was like less mana than this. Yes, guys, again, it's 7 mana. It's a high mana cost card. Absolutely, no one is denying that. But it's a good late game card, and I think, you know, you want your sort of mid-range cards, you want cards that are higher mana cost, so as the game plays on later on, you're not just like dumping your hand and you've got nothing going on. So having this sort of card at the end of the game, definitely a game winner. I think this really is just a bomb. I think it's one of those game changers in the set. They either sack a creature or a planeswalker. Good planeswalker removal, I like it. But then if they can't, they lose 5 life. So, again, it's just a good card. It's in my opinion, I really do think it's a game changer. It's definitely a game winner. So, yeah, guys, that was it for talking about black in Amonkhet. That's what we're naming the set. It's called Amonkhet. If you haven't kept up with my other videos, you should check those out. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!